You've written a lot about Amazon and what's going on here. Let's talk about the cloud. How big can it get? How much money they're making off it?
Well, I mean, look, it can get certainly much bigger than it is today. The annual spending on information technology globally is $2 trillion plus. So that's the size of the market that Amazon is trying to attack. And obviously, they're not going to get 50% of that market, but it's certainly a huge opportunity for Amazon. And that's why they're going after it as aggressively as they have.
Well, Anurag, actually, Microsoft announced earnings as well, and they're actually growing even faster. They're starting from a lower base, but they went up 100%. and poor Amazon only went up 50%.
Yeah, but if you look at the overall market, it's surprising that the top two companies are actually growing faster than the market. Now, in the old tech world, which Sheila talked about, it's about $2 trillion, you had a lot of smaller vendors. When it comes to the cloud world, you're going to actually have only a handful of large vendors, just because of scale. So
we were talking about this on What You Missed last night, about how big the pie is here for cloud. Can these big guys all continue to grow the pie rather than stealing market share from each other? And you had a great point on how long they've got to grow this before we start worrying.
Yeah, it's going to take several, I would say easily a decade before you start to slow down the growth. They're actually taking share from the hardware vendors. They're taking share from software vendors. They're taking share from basically anybody that was building IT in the old way. And that's really destructive for a lot of the legacy companies.
So, Jamil, given all that we've heard about social media and things recently, obviously Amazon's not social media, but how secure do we feel about this cloud? Because I've heard it said, look, as long as it's in the cloud, you don't really have full control over it, that you're better off with an Apple device where it's on your phone. Is there anything to that? Is there a vulnerability there of putting all this into the cloud, whether it's Amazon or whether it's Microsoft?
Well, look, I know at least Amazon has done a really excellent job securing their cloud infrastructure. You look at what they've done with the CIA, with C2S. They've announced this intelligence community cloud infrastructure that's really been very successful. And so if the intelligence community can trust it with classified information, I think as consumers, we can be pretty capable of relying on their consumer infrastructure.